Hey, what's up everybody? As you can see from the background here, I've got about 40 or 50 cases for the Samsung Galaxy Note 7. So to try and change things up a bit, today we're going to take a look at 12 of the clear cases for the Note 7. These cases come in multiple designs, different styles, colors, and price points. With this being the case, no pun intended, we're going to look at them now. Enan here from Udroid Mania, and you're watching my Galaxy Note 7 case review. So let's get to it. Before we dig in too deep, let me just start off by saying that today's video is really designed to give you guys a good look at these cases for comparison purposes, so I'll have links for the completed full reviews down below. And with that out of the way, first up, we've got the Ringke Fusion Crystal. This is a one-piece case made from a TPU bumper with a polycarbonate back. Now, since I've already done the full review on this case, I'm not going to go into every detail here, but I'll leave the link down below in case you missed that. This case comes in multiple colors. It's got tactile and responsive buttons. They're a little firm when pressed, but they respond appropriately. This case is also scratch resistant and military drop certified. One of the things that I like most about this case is that it maintains the thin profile of the Galaxy Note 7, all while feeling good in the hand. Next up, we have the Liquid Crystal by Spigen. Out of the bunch here in terms of TPU, this is going to be the thinnest case. It also has the grippiest feeling in hand, and it was designed with that in mind, so you'll get minimal protection against drops and scratches. You'll find this case highly affordable, and that's if you can find it. If you want to know more about this case, there's a link in the description for the full review, so go and check it out. Next up, we have the Crystal Mix by VRS Design. You'll find that this case is very similar to the Ringke Fusion Crystal, with the addition of a kickstand. When it comes to the bumper on this case, however, you'll find that it's a bit more substantial than what's on the Ringke Fusion Crystal, and that this case definitely feels more solid in the hand. Based on the three cases that we've seen thus far, if I were ranking them, I'd have the Crystal Mix in the top position, followed by the Ringke Fusion Crystal, and the Spigen Liquid Crystal bringing up the rear. And here's why. When it comes to the overall feeling in hand, I don't really think you can go wrong with any of these cases here. They range from sturdy to firm to flexible. When it comes to the cutouts, you get slightly more room with the VRS case. If clicky buttons are your thing, they're slightly more satisfying to press on the VRS Design case. Just keep in mind here that this case is the thickest of all three, but that being said, I also feel like it's the most protective. This is also the only case that you're going to get a kickstand with. And if there's one thing that VRS Design knows how to do better than any other manufacturer, it's kickstands. Next up, we have the two-piece bumper collection. We'll be starting with the Skyfall series by Caseology. Right away, you're going to notice the outer thick bezel here. This case also has a 1.5mm polycarbonate outer ring here, and it's been color matched and comes in multiple colors. You'll find this case easy to install. It's got oversized cutouts, as well as clicky and firm buttons. The full review's down below if you're interested, so go and check it out. Next, we have the Ringke frame case in Ocean Coral Blue. Out of the bunch, this is probably the most difficult case to install. It's also the thickest, and it doesn't feel as nice as the others in the hand. I also found that this translates to the buttons as well. And lastly, as you can see, the color matching for the blue is not an exact match. I've got the full review down below if you're interested, so go and check it out. Moving on, we've got some clear cases with just a bit of color, which brings us to the Crystal Shell by Spigen in Smoke Gray. I've mentioned this a couple of times already. This is one of my favorite cases for the Galaxy Note 7. I really enjoy those beefed up corners, as well as the overall look, design, and feel of this case. So if you're interested, I've got the full review down below, so go and check it out. Next up, we've got another of my favorite cases, and this one's the Ringke Fusion. Ever since I found this case, I ended up getting it for every phone that I have, at least where it's available. It's been a solid performer every time, and is definitely one to consider. You can find out more details down below if you're interested, so go and check it out. Next, we have the Spigen Ultra Hybrid. This is a one-piece case that's military drop certified. It's got a transparent back and the outer ring comes in multiple colors. This case is thin, protective, affordable if you can find it, and holds its own with the best of them. The full review's down below if you're interested, so go and check it out. Next up, we've got the Spigen Ultra Hybrid with the black bumper. This is also one of my favorite cases by Spigen. I really like the contrast here. It gives the phone a really nice grippy feeling in the hand, as well as that added protection being military drop certified. You'll find the review down below if you're interested, so go and check it out. We have another case that I always keep in my collection, and that's the Poetic Affinity. I like the extra style and design here, as well as the corner support. The review's in progress for this one, so stay tuned because there's more to come. Next up, we have a two-piece bumper case by Spigen, and that's the Neo Hybrid Crystal. With this case, you get everything that you love about the Neo Hybrid in a clear form factor. As of today, this is probably one of the most expensive cases in the bunch, so that's just something to keep in mind. The full review's in the description below if you're interested, so go and check it out. Now these last couple of cases I held them because I felt they were a little bit more protective than the others, and the reviews are coming. I've got here the Candy Shell by Spec. This case is also drop certified. You can definitely feel the protection in your hand, but it doesn't add to the thin profile of the Note7. The buttons feel awesome, the cutouts are spacious, and the case remains affordable. The link is down below if you're interested, so go and check it out. Next up, we have the Ringke Slim case here, and you're probably wondering why do I have this in the protective section, and that's because for a thin case it's just that. And even though it's thin, when I compare it to some of the other thin cases out there, I felt like this one stood alone. Plus, I like the fact that it's frosted. The full review's down below for this one, so if you're interested, go and check it out. And last but not least, we've got the Subcase Unicorn Beetle. This has also become another of my favorite cases since I stumbled upon it, and I really like the industrial look. The review for this one is coming, so make sure that you stick around for that. If you can't wait for the review and you're interested, the link is down below, so go and check it out. Okay, so there you have it. What do you guys think of these clear cases for the Samsung Galaxy Note 7? Leave it in the comments below. I think that these cases are some of the best that are around when it comes to design and overall feeling in the hand. You've got multiple levels of protection here, as well as options when it comes to one or two piece cases. Whether you're working with a limited budget or you want to splurge a little bit, there's something for everyone. Out of those cases that you've seen today, I can say that I'd recommend highly 11 out of 12 of them, and I've already done the reviews on many of them, so you can go and check those out. If you've enjoyed this video, now would be the time to go ahead and click that subscribe button for more content like this. Do leave a thumbs up while you're at it. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next one.